Hey, I'm Cody Savage, and for my entrepreneurship interview, I am interviewing my wife, Lindsay Savage.
Class.
She is the founder of Lindsay Savage Films, and we actually get to do it together a little bit, which is fun. But just wanted to ask you, how did your business get started?
Well, when I was a freshman in college, do you want me to talk to you or to the camera?
Whichever.
I'll talk to you. When I was in college, I saw a girl who made videos online, and she really inspired me to want to capture those moments of life through film. And when I was a little older, I got a job at BYU as a videographer for the microbiology department. So not really my area of expertise, but I learned a lot from working there. And after I worked there, I was looking for a job for a while, and in the meantime had the desire to start my own company where I could film whatever I wanted. And at the time that was weddings, because I had just gotten married. And so I decided to go for it. I had learned how to work a camera and the equipment that I needed from my other jobs that I had doing video, and so I felt like I was prepared to make that step.
Awesome. So how did you, I know you mentioned weddings, but what other opportunity spaces, is it just weddings you're looking to film, or is there a broader area you're looking into?
Definitely broader, I would say. I love weddings. They're super special and fun to capture that moment in a person's life, but I also would like to get more into small businesses and working with them for promotional work. Even expand to more corporate videos where I can tell stories of people that you might never have heard of otherwise, and do it through film.
Awesome. So we want to talk about some values that may apply to your company. When it comes to entrepreneurship, it's important to take these into account and see how they apply to your situation. The first one being value in use.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of, comes down to how your customers value your product. And in your eyes, where do you feel like your company fits in value to the customer?
Well, it's definitely valuable because it's capturing a moment in your life, if we're talking about weddings at least, that is super special, and you're going to want to relive that or look back at it, show your kids, your friends, your family. So I think that way it has a lot of value. I also think if we're looking more towards the business end of it, a lot more businesses are hiring video producers and editors because it is a platform that that's newer, but that people are interested in and feel that it's another way that they can advertise their product or service or whatever. So I think in that respect, for businesses, it has value in exposing what they're selling in a different way.
Awesome. Now, there are, especially here in Utah, a lot of wedding videographers, kind of a lot of competition in a way. How do you feel your company, when you compare the price and the quality, I'm sure there are people that are higher, lower, where do you fit in that and delivering a quality product, but also at a price that people are happy with?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely a large spectrum in the wedding business and in the corporate business. But I'd say where I fit in because I have a lot of experience prior to doing wedding videos, the quality of work is high, higher than those that maybe just started out as a hobby and started charging for it. And you can tell the difference. I also have higher end equipment, so that makes the quality a lot better. When you compare pricing, I'd say at this point in time, I am priced very low compared to others with my same quality of work, only because I'm just starting my business and I want to gather some portfolio work and get a lot of opportunities to film at the beginning, so that once I raise my prices, I have a variety of videos and work to show.
Awesome. Now, you're at that point, like you said, where you're trying to get a lot of work. How are you going about letting people know about your business? What's your value in distribution? Are you online? Are you word of mouth? How are you getting your product out there so people can access it?
I'd say both. So definitely social media is huge. I have a Facebook page and an Instagram where I post segments of my work, and I also invite the people that I have done videos for, to share the video on their social media as well. And so that widespread viewing from those that know me and know the customers that I've worked with or my clients are able to see my work via Facebook or whatever. And we're in the works of making a website, but that will be another one. And then the other one is definitely word of mouth. So I know a lot of people that live in the neighborhood by my parents. They know that I do videos, and a lot of their kids are getting married right now, and so that's helped me to get the word out. Or my friends, the people that I've made videos for, they talk to other people also. Word of mouth.
Awesome. That's great.
Condensed version.
So, and since you're starting out as a company, maybe you don't have a super strong financial setting in a way, but getting there. I mean, you've obviously done some video. What is your value in finance? How is your company doing financially?
Okay, well, I definitely had to go in the hole for a little bit to get started. Obviously, camera equipment is not cheap, especially when it's high quality. And so I took a risk and bought a lot of equipment to get started that I knew I would need. And with every wedding video that I make, I'm making a little bit back to pay it off. I'd say I'm about halfway there to pay off everything, and I have filmed 2 wedding videos, so at full price-ish. And I have 2 more booked for the next 2 months. So by December, I'm hoping to have that all paid off and be at 0, and everything else that I do from there will be profitable. Obviously, I'll probably buy more equipment as I get more of a profit, but that's kind of where I stand right now.
Okay. Awesome. And over the long term, your value in fitness, do you see your company growing? Do you feel like you'll do more videos, both at corporate level, wedding, lifestyle?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where do you stand?
I definitely think there's a huge room for growth. Weddings are just the beginning for me. Like I was talking about before, businesses are reaching out to a lot more videographers looking for ways to display their product or service in a different light, which is film. And every company that I've worked for or been a part of Video is kind of their new thing that they're experimenting with, and we've had nothing but positive responses to it. So I would love to expand into some more business promotional videos, as well as, like you mentioned, lifestyle. A lot of bloggers want lifestyle videos of their family. I mean, the sky's the limit. Whatever you can think up, and you know, however creative you are, you can make it into film.
Awesome.
You can do it.
Yes, you can. So, you know, all these things you've talked about, accumulating camera equipment. You know, I've been able to help you on a few wedding videos. You know, maybe hiring someone in the future. I don't know. We'll see. But you know, how do you manage all of your resources for your company? You know, all the equipment. How do you balance it all?
So managing resources, well, since it's a service, I'd say that I'm the biggest resource for my company. So one way I manage myself is making sure that I take care of myself, because if you book a wedding 3 months in advance, you have to make sure that you don't get sick, or you don't break your leg, or you know, make yourself unable to carry through with your commitment to film. So that's one way I manage myself, my resource. Also, with equipment, I am constantly researching what the top of the line equipment is out there, just so that I don't get behind in what's the trend and what is new thing out there, so that my videos continue to have the highest quality of work possible. I also would say managing my time is a resource. So this is a side job. I work Monday through Thursday as part of another video job where I work for a company. And then this I do on the side. So I do a lot of late night editing, or Fridays I have off, so that's usually spent editing, except today. And I don't know what else is there. I'm a small business.
That's good. So, you know, what words of advice would you have for another entrepreneur or someone trying to get into the wedding business as a videographer? What would you suggest that they do? Or
Lots of research, and talk with other videographers before you jump the gun on buying anything very expensive, because they're going to be able to tell you a lot more than any review on Amazon can. And if you are able to even like rent the equipment yourself and use it, then you can know if you like that or not. I'd also say if you're going to start a business, start it in the spring, because if you start it in the winter, you're going to have a rough go if it's a wedding business. And just go out there and shoot or film. Whenever I say shoot, people think I'm talking about a gun. But you just have to practice, and the more that you practice and the more that you do it, the better you'll get, and the more people, your name will get out there, and people will see your work and be more interested in what you can do for them.
Awesome. Thank you, Lindsay, for your time. I appreciate having the opportunity to interview you.
Anytime.
Thanks.